Jonstealth here, and we have another December PTR announcement. So this is like the holiday event that's coming out. So there's lots of good stuff going on. So let's read the first bit. So greeting adventurers. Auditorium is an ever-evolving world, and such, we continue our efforts in providing our players with assortments of ongoing features, content, and changes. Similar to the activities leading up to the latest major update, we are approaching the release of our next large patch, and we'd like to once again invite everybody, all participants, in the next cycle of the public test run. So basically, the public test run is just basically fixing bugs. That's basically it. And also, you get to play all the fun stuff. So that's pretty much all of this. They want you to talk about bugs, fixes, glitches, exploits, all that stuff, and then also feedback. Like add this, add that. That's basically what they want. And then so these are going to start at PTR are going to start at tomorrow at December 3rd at 10 a.m. So download this on your Steam file right now. At the very end of the video, basically there will be like a kind of like a forum area, so you can read that and then click on that. So I'll put the link of this on the description so you guys can link on this, and I want you guys to be playing on the PTR. So the more people that play, the better, so that we can have really good gameplay. So there's that, and yeah, they look forward to it. So basically next is the limited content. So this is the Winter Convergence Festival. So the holiday of the Winter Convergence has arrived in Auditorium, marked by the appearance of increasing snowfall and northern lights in the sky. This is the time of duality and dichotomy as the Yeti, the Winter Wanderer, comes to the land. While in the settlements, the gifts are exchanged to mark the passing of the year. Outside the safety walls are rages of wintry wars between the positive and the negative side. There's the slumberer and preservative, and the death and stagnation. So basically, there's the negative and positive side fighting with each other. The players take on the cause of the Winter Wanderer to collect winter tokens from repeatable events across the land. So you can play these repeatable events across the land, and they basically give you holiday shop containing rare cosmetic items. The Winter Wanderer positive aspect grows in power with each token collected and turned in. So the icy wind and the Winter Wanderer brings with the new armor, weapons, furnishings, skins, consumables, and delightful present gifting emotes, all themed off of the wonderful Auditorium holiday of the Winter Convergence. So you get to do these events, turn them in, you can get skins, all that fun stuff. So that's really, really cool. These are located in Everfull, Monarch Bluff, Weaver's Fin, and Brightwood. So be sure to go there if you guys want to do that. The Winter's Convergence activities. So we have the Spirit one, the Convergence Spirit. So this one is the Winter Spirit is a special town project that allows players to complete special towns projects quests to upgrade each settlement tree of light for improved daily rewards. So that's something you guys could do if you want to start improving your settlement tree. That's kind of neat. And then you also get rewards for that. The lost present recovery. So you basically have to locate these presents. They're located throughout the world. Are the lost presents to be recovered and turned in for wintry tokens at the wintry villages, holiday huts. And then we have the Gleamite collection. So basically, that one is basically a Gleamite shower are a new random dramatic event that occurs throughout the night. Occur at night throughout Auditorium. There we go. Keep eyes and ears open and search for locations where the showers are most prevalent. Exchange and harvested crystals for winter tokens at the holiday village holiday huts. Happy hunting. So basically, I think that's like a shower event where you have to go maybe look for this stuff. So we have the icy caves, which is something kind of new. So the icy caves appear all over Auditorium due to the winter warrior desire for forever winter. They are snowy and icy caves that the Yeti uses the power to freeze up and make snowfall. The rest of our term will look like these ice caves if the onslaught of the Winter Warrior is not stopped. These caves will remain behind after the event as scars on the land, sources of Winter Wandering magic will that refuses to melt even if you defeat the warrior. So that's kind of interesting. So we have some new content, or basically new quests. So in addition to the new quest series, we have the Winter Wanderer for Convergence Festival. There are several side story quests. They are offered in Restless Shores and Morningdale. This update introduces a new quest series associated with housing. After you completed the main story quest in Roaching Corruption, seek out the architect Giacomo Altovetti near your starting settlement to bring a series of quests. Further, seek the quest Giacomo Altovetti will unlock as you level and progress your territory landing. New journal categories, new quest categories have been added to the journal for epic weapons and armor quests and for skill progression quests. This update is accompanied by new map pins for all quest types. So that's kind of cool. So I think this is something that you guys are really going to like. So new features, expertise and GYPSUM system. So basically this is like the watermark system. So based on the feedback on the high watermark system and our desire to have a compelling and diverse end game, we have made some major updates to the end game. We have added new resources called the GYPSUM that can be acquired each day by doing a variety of activities, open world name bosses, expedition bosses, outpost rush, arenas, corruption, breaches, and etc. Each activity have rewards of different types of GYPSUM that can be crafted into a GYPSUM orb. These orbs can be crafted into GYPSUM casts of any weapon, armor, or trinket type. Opening a GYPSUM cast will guarantee an expertise bump in and gear of that type. We also renamed the watermark to expertise and now display the current expertise level of each slot on your avatar in inventory, so players can easily track their progress. We also show a level up banner each time your expertise level increases. So that's really nice. So if you get like a bump in gear score, technically expertise now, it'll just show like a little bit of a banner, which is kind of nice. So that way you can see how much you're progressing, give you a little bit of an alert. So, and lastly, we added an end game POIS, players who can challenge themselves with a difficult content and to try progress with their expertise with a level 66 enemies and elite chest. Both Malevolence and Eden Grove and the Imperial Palace have been leveled up to 66. So if you guys want to go back there and do some dungeons, there you go. You can make it harder. So that's kind of neat. So we have Trace Skilled Aptitude. So basically this, once reaching 200 in Trace Skilled, a level circle will update to show 3 markers at a distance from each other on the circle. So that's kind of neat. Let's see, earning trade skills XP will begin progressing you again. And when you reach one of these markers, you'll be rewarded with a container of useful items, are mostly trade skills relevant, such as crafting mods, special ingredients, and even schematic recipes. So say if you're making say if you have 200 in engineering and you get one thing done, you'll get rewarded with a schematic or a recipe pertaining in that engineering, most likely. So like maybe a new I guess a bow that's engineering. So you'll get like a schematic bow or a recipe or something that goes along that type of item or crafting that you're leveling up. So that's kind of neat. Each subsequent marker rewards a more spectacular container with more rewards than the one before. Gaining an XP to go all the way around the circle will incrementally the aptitude circle by 1. This counter will keep you counting so you can keep track of how many times you wrapped your progression around to the top level. We also introduce a new type of reward with the system: equipment patterns. Equipment patterns are a crafting artifact that enables you to craft a guaranteed gear score of 600 that has specific appearance. So if you guys like say, you know, you have a certain gear that you just don't like, you can now craft it to have a different type of appearance, which is kind of cool. Patterns require a significant amount of powerful crafting resource to create, but guarantee a gear score of 600 item. Patterns still roll perks, and players have the normal amount of control their outcome with a craft mod and ASA. So you still have your control. Equipment patterns have a small chance to drop from Arcana, Weaponsmith, Armoring, and Engineer aptitude reward caches. PvP changes. So basically, we'll see what they did. We adjusted the way mitigation is calculated to use enemy's gear score value instead of the average gear score value or average gear score. So that's that. To adjust the difference in mitigation, we increase the damage of low-level players to do higher-level players and reduce the damage of higher-level players due to lower-level players. So we'll see how that turns out. Crit damage. So basically how crit works is that crit damage bonuses from masteries or perks are now applied additively instead of multiplicatively. On average, this will reduce the extra damage they provide by a small percentage. Buffer windows, so this is maybe pretty important for the PvPers. A general consistency pass has been done across all weapon types to adjust buffering windows for dodges, ability, and basic attacks. Update buffering windows start the first frame of the attack would deal damage or the first cast frame. So yeah, that do not deal damage. So there's that. And then there's a support feedback. So this is basically the PTR facts. How do you access it? This is where you can try to do it. How can I play? This is how you do it. Can I design feedback on the PTR? I have a problem, and then I don't want to participate in the PTR and stuff like that. So obviously there's that. So there's so much going on. There's lots to do. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Download that on your Steam right now. Get ready to play this once it comes out tomorrow morning. And yeah, you have a lot of things to do in this. There's a lot of things to try out and whatnot. So it looks really, really good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe, and also comment as well. What's going to be your favorite thing about this? And till then, I'll see you guys in the next video.